So YouTube made another TOS update on November 18th, just a week ago. I might be a little late to covering it, but that doesn't matter. The information is still relevant. So, basically, the main focus point of this TOS update is the right to monetize section, where basically, in a nutshell, YouTube is putting ads on creators like you who are not in the YouTube Partner Program. They're putting ads in your videos and you're not earning a single penny from it. Why? I don't know. YouTube's just, I don't know, the most greedy video company out there who wants as much money as they can get. Like, it's insane. As if they weren't already a multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah, sure, they need more money. Oh, yeah, we need more money. We're only multi-billionaires. We need more money. Yeah, so, November 18th, YouTube sent out their new terms of service for the world to read. They're like, hey, we got the new terms of service update. Go ahead, check it out. So, if you look at the right to monetize section on their terms of service, which is a brand new section, completely brand new, it reads, quote unquote, you grant to YouTube the right to monetize your content on the service, and such monetization may include displaying ads on or within content or charging users a fee for access, which is true. You are granting YouTube to put ads on your videos if you're in the YouTube Partner Program. That's always how it has been. But with this new section, what it is saying is if you're on YouTube at all, you're granting them ads to put on your videos. You're not limited to YouTube Partner Program partners. It is anyone putting any videos on YouTube. This agreement does not entitle you to any payments. Starting November 18th, 2020, any payments you may be entitled to receive from YouTube under any other agreement between you and YouTube, including, for example, payments under the YouTube Partner Program, channel memberships, or Super Chat, will be treated as royalties. Channel memberships and Super Chats, the people personally paying you, will be treated as royalties. Seriously. And then it goes and says, if required by law, Google will withhold taxes from such payments, which I've never seen a law that has required Google to, that basically just says in simple terms, you may not pay YouTube creators their money. Like, that's never happened. It never will happen. There may be some legal fees along the way, like with Google and their $170 million fine they got last year in September 2019 with their legal troubles with collecting children's data without their parents' permission, and that's where like, all the COPPA stuff came out of, so that's where that came from. That's the most recent one I can remember. But yeah, anyway, going back to this, they can take and not give you your money that your own fans give you with super chats or channel memberships, which is a huge problem, because essentially, now when people super chat or pay their channel memberships to smaller YouTubers, or actually anyone really, because this is not saying to only the people who aren't in the YouTube Partner Program. This is saying to anyone on YouTube at all. You are not guaranteed to get money, which is a very greedy decision by YouTube, which is, by now, who's surprised? I'm not. I'm not surprised at all. It's not something they should do. I mean, channel memberships and super chat is what really gets me right now. Like, I don't have either of those enabled on my channel, but if I did, I would sure want them to be going to me so I can use the money that my fans gave to me and not YouTube, the greedy corporation. Just another frustrating policy that YouTube gave out, which is not okay. And then they also, on the same day, they put out a tweet on their Twitter of @TeamYouTube. If you're based in the US, you'll notice that we've updated our terms of service today. Last time we made a TOS update, many of you had questions, understandably. In parentheses, understandably! In exclamation marks. Yeah, you think, you duds, about what this means for you. So we broke it up down the part by part in our phone form. Not phone. This does not affect people just in the US, by the way. They're trying to make it seem like it only affects people in the US, but it affects people all around the world. Basically, all they did was they just simplified the sections in the TOS update. They kind of did like the whole thing. It was very short. So then they simplified it. The right to monetize section. It says, for channels not yet in the YouTube Partner Program, we've added this new section to let you know that starting today, we'll begin slowly rolling out ads on a limited number of videos from channels not in the YouTube Partner Program. Which is basically what I've already said. So, I mean, anyone, honestly, I don't think this part is necessary. I think honestly anybody can understand the right to monetize section. It is pretty straightforward. There's not a bunch of like legal jargon that people won't be able to understand. It's pretty straightforward. This means as a creator that's not in the YouTube Partner Program, you may see ads in some of your videos. Since you're not currently in the YouTube Partner Program, you won't receive a share of the revenue from these ads, though you'll still have the opportunity to apply for a YouTube Partner Program as you normally would once you meet the eligibility requirements. See, and that just confirms right there. You don't even need to be eligible for the YouTube Partner Program. You just need to be on YouTube. You can always check your progress toward eligibility on the monetization tab in YouTube Studio. Yeah, yeah, sure. Now, yeah, I am in the YouTube Partner Program, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna fight for everyone else who's affected. I mean, even though I might not be affected as much by this change, at least every change on here, since I'll still be making money for the ads display my videos. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna fight for all you guys. And honestly, for small creators, there's nothing that is too huge that we can do. All we can really do is go to @TeamYouTube and Twitter, @YouTube. I just recommend maybe @TeamYouTube on their tweet that brought this out. Just tell them, hey, reverse this stupid policy. As creators, we don't want this policy. Change it, reverse it, get rid of it. I wouldn't recommend really the YouTube comment section because obviously they're not gonna read it because all of YouTube's like official YouTube channel comments have just hate in them because they deserve it. So obviously they're not going to read that. But they might see your tweet. I mean, honestly, they're probably reading all the tweets right now, but they're not replying or liking or retweeting any of them because they know we're right. And they're just like, we're just going to ignore them because YouTube doesn't care about their creators, as we already know that for a fact. So go ahead, contact YouTube on whatever platform you can. Twitter, I bet you can do it on Facebook too. I don't use Facebook because I don't trust them, but if you use Facebook, then contact them on their whatever social media they have. Instagram, I bet they have too. So make sure, tell YouTube, reverse this stupid change. It's not okay for them to just treat our channels as just royalties. Any money we make, we're just royalties. YouTube keeps getting worse every year. I mean, honestly, there's going to be a point where there's going to be a new video uploading platform that's going to be popular enough to overtake YouTube and their stupid policies. It's not going to be so restrictive like YouTube is. Probably it's not even going to have any of the restrictions YouTube has now. I mean, obviously it would have some, but I'm saying 99% of the restrictions YouTube has, there needs to be like a new video platform that creators can make money off of that'll be as popular as YouTube and can replace YouTube. That's honestly what the future's going to lead to. I don't think YouTube will last forever. I don't even know if YouTube will last the next 20 years. It probably will, but I bet in 20 years there will be that new video sharing website that will overtake YouTube and rightfully deserves to overtake YouTube. Honestly, I feel like I would make a good podcast host. I can talk a long time and barely ever run out of things to talk about and keep talking no matter what and not have many long pauses. At least minimal pauses. That's why I feel like I could be a good podcast host or guest. But anyway, so just quick recap of this video. YouTube, November 18th, 2020, new TOS update. New section, right to monetize. In that section, if you are eligible to receive any payments and entitled to, they will be treated as royalties and not your personal paychecks. If you're not entitled to receive any paychecks, then of course you're not going to. But there'll still be ads playing on your videos. And you will not receive any paycheck for those ads because YouTube is a greedy corporation. What you can do, go tweet YouTube to reverse this policy, post on whatever social media you can, encourage YouTube to stop this stupid policy. Because if we get enough of us together, if there are just millions of us together, and of course this video is not going to reach many, but still, I mean, every video made by any creator is still better than no videos made by any creators. So make sure, tell everyone, any creator you know about this. If you're a creator yourself, make a video about this, basically everything I just said, inform your audience too, and just encourage you to reverse this policy.